Hi guys, welcome back. My name is Mysterious Pixie, and if you're new here, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. Today we are doing a tag video. I was tagged by the lovely Seakwin. I'm going to leave the link to her channel in my description box below, so feel free to give her some love and follow her videos, because after all, this is her tag that she's created. It's called the Music Tag Challenge from A to Z. So thank you, Seakwin, for inviting me to this tag. So, music is just so diverse. It's like an open book, open discovery book. You just never know what you're going to discover and come across. It's what unifies us together as a huge community. It's so diverse, and that's the beauty of music, and that's what I love about it. So let's get started, because it's going to be a pretty long list. I've got my list here from A to Z. So starting with the letter A, I chose ASP. So it's a German solo artist that I discovered not too long ago, and what caught my interest on this particular band was that the official video for the song Me is like a straight up Tim Burton cartoon. It is so goth, it's so mysterious, it's so dark and poetic. You're gonna fall in love with it. If you are a huge Tim Burton fan like I am, you are gonna love this video. And the song goes so in sequence with the cartoon and the video that's following. And I believe it's based off an Edgar Allan Poe poem. So it's very poetic, just very dark and mysterious. You're going to love it. Moving on to the letter B, I chose the Bridge City Sinners. This cute little group is like folk music. And the lead singer is a cute little gal named Libby. She is phenomenal. It's, their genre is gypsy jazz, and it is exactly that. It is so wild, it's so entertaining, it's so fun, it's so folk music, like you've never heard it before. Two songs that I could totally recommend for you guys to listen to, and that will get you hooked on this band, is called Kreatcher, and the second one is called The Witch's Wrath. You need to follow, you need to listen to those two songs. Her vocals she's like a siren, and she just draws you in. It's just so mesmerizing. I love listening to this band. For the letter C, going back to my high school days, I love The Cure. I'm always going to listen to The Cure. Always have, always will. They are my #1 favorite band, The Cure. D, I chose, so this is another German artist. I'm probably going to mess up his name, but I'm going to put his picture right here, because he's got this distinctive look to him. He's got this perfect, like, vampiric pompadour hair. And his lyrics are so dark and mysterious. His name is Deini Lakaien. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, but it's so dark romantic. So for the letter E, another German band that I'm totally hooked on from the past in the 80s. They're called Exedra. This is a type band that you probably would have heard back in the early 80s in one of those bat caves, or in those it was a goth club. They were called the Bat Caves. This music is just so like sinister. His voice is just so sinister, but it's the type of music where you can actually go out there and dance to. So I highly recommend Etc. F, going back to my high school days again, Freestyle. Freestyle was in everybody's house. If you were throwing a house party back in the day, this is the music that they were playing. And Freestyle is the type of music where it was associated with breakdancing. So those two went hand in hand, and it was so entertaining to watch all these people go out there and battle and start dancing, freestyling, breakdancing. And you would see little kids out there too. It was so crazy to watch all these little kids, from little kids to like as old as your great uncle or something. Everybody who was into freestyle were doing this. It was so fun and entertaining to watch. G, I chose Guns N' Roses. One of my favorite songs, Paradise City. I mean, you hear that a lot in a lot of the 80s, like it's background music for 80s movies and stuff. So Guns N' Roses was very popular in my high school days too. H, I chose Hoobastank. They're more like, they're an alternative rock band, but they're more like, they give you like story vibes in their music. They were from like the mid 90s to early 2000s. I chose Iron Maiden. They're a heavy metal, very, very energetic band. And I think they were based off in London, and they're as early as the earliest 70s. I remember a lot of people, like Guns N' Roses and Iron Maiden, they went hand in hand at my high school. Everybody was either wearing an Iron Maiden shirt or a Guns N' Roses shirt. It was just crazy. J, I chose Jane's Addiction. I love Jane's Addiction. There are a bunch of wild boys on stage. It's alternative rock, very fast-paced, very fun, and just easy to follow and easy to dance to. K, I chose Katzenjammer. This is another folk band that I just discovered on YouTube. And they're 3 little gals. They're from Norway, and they've got the cutest little, you could hear their foreign language, their accent, and their singing, but it sounds so cute. The lead singer, I'm not sure what her name is, but she's got a tongue like a little demon tongue. She's like a little twisted demon. She can like roll her R's, roll her tongue, and go with the beat. It's like a fast-paced folk music, and it's just so entertaining. One of my favorite songs from them is called Kitty Demon, or Demon Kitty, actually. It's called Demon Kitty, and I'll leave that in the description box below. But if you look them up, look up this song. It's so fast-paced, so entertaining. You're going to love it. For Al, this is a quick little story. So before the lockdown, before the quarantine, my husband and I were able to go out one last time to our goth club, our goth night. It was date night. And we were all on the dance floor dancing to synth pop and old goth, new goth music. And then all of a sudden, the DJ just flipped the switch, and started playing Lady Gaga. And like people were clearing off the floor, then even more started clearing off the floor. And then when the heart of the music, or the heart of the song just started playing, you know what part I'm talking about, the heart of her song, when it's just jamming, bam, 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 the whole floor just flooded in. Everybody was dancing, including myself, and just everybody's having a good time. And I'm looking around, I'm like, wow, I've never seen so many people, so many goth, alternative people dancing to Lady Gaga. And it was amazing. It was phenomenal. I had such a good time. We rocked the rest of the night. And so I wanted to dedicate Al to Lady Gaga. Okay, so moving on to the letter M. Oh, I love me some Morrissey. Let me just share my tank top with you guys. This is him. Oh, I love Morrissey, the London band. He started out with the Smiths, and I loved him then, and I still love him. I love his old music. I don't really care for the new music that he's come out with over the years, but I love Morrissey. Love his voice. And I chose Nirvana. Kurt Cobain. He was another extraordinary artist. Like, I can only imagine what he would have come up with, in his later days, if he had the chance to. He was a phenomenal singer, and he just had so much soul in his music, so much passion came behind his vocals. And I just would have loved to see what else he would have come up with. So now it will be just a mystery. Oh, I dedicate it to the Prince of Darkness, which would be Ozzy Osbourne. One of my favorite songs from Ozzy Osbourne is Dreamer. If you haven't heard that song, I highly recommend it. P, another German band called Paralyzed Age. This is another band back in the early 80s that would have been played in the Batcave or Gothic Club, and it's still played every so often when we used to go. And it's just one of those sinister voices when you get out there and you think you're like in Dracula's castle and you're just dancing in his ballroom. That's the kind of vibe I got off of this song, or off of their CD. So that's P. Moving on to Q, Queen. One of my favorite songs, Bohemian Rhapsody. I love that song, his coming out song. R, one of my favorites, one of my dad's favorites, one of my father-in-law's favorites. The Ramones. Love the Ramones. I really believe this is back in the 70s when they came out. I think they originated punk because they were like the original fathers of punk. Their vocals, their band was just so extraordinary, so loud, and they brought the crowds together to dance and stuff. And so I'm going to dedicate R to the Ramones, and one of my favorite songs is Pet Sematary and Sedated. S, this gal, this is like beauty goals right here. I wish I could do my eye makeup like her. Siouxsie and the Banshees. Oh, I love me Siouxsie. I love me some Siouxsie. She's just so unique, so beautiful. and she still is. She's just the looks that she has is so beautiful. And the song, one of my favorite songs is Spellbound. Love that song. So moving on with T, I chose Twisted Sister, and I'll leave his picture right here. Very unique look. They were a very popular band back in the day, a very unique heavy metal band. One of the main songs is We're Not Gonna Take It Anymore. I chose U2, another popular 80s band. Believe they're an Irish band. A lot of their music was played, for 80s movies, background music. For V, I chose the Violent Femmes. I love the Violent Femmes. I love Jane's Addiction. Those two bands to me went back to back, even though one was alternative rock and the Violent Femmes is more like a punk band. But those two went hand in hand for me back in the day. W, I had the hardest time picking or choosing a W, and then it dawned on me. Have you guys heard or ever heard of Weird Al? I'm gonna put his picture right here. Weird Al Yankovic. I think he was the first to ever do parodies for music and other videos. He is a hoot. He is hilarious. If you have not discovered Weird Al, go and check him out. He's done Eat It, Amish Paradise, what's another one? White and Nerdy. Oh my god, that one's so funny. It's just straight up parodies of other artists. It's hilarious. You need to check him out. So Weird Al Yankovic. Please look him up if you haven't. All right, moving on to X. Surprise, surprise. Another German band that I'm totally in love with. Hope I pronounced it correctly. Xmal Duetschland, I believe it's pronounced. It's a gothic rock band. The main singer, I believe her name is Angel, and she's got the voice of a beautiful, it sounds very angelic, but she's got some powerful vocals behind it, and it's so intriguing, so mesmerizing, and I'm just so in love with this band. One of the main songs that I love from this band is called Incubus, Succubus. So if you haven't heard anything from this band, I totally recommend this song. That's where you can start. Another band that I'm not going to be able to pronounce, the letter Y, excuse me, Yousei Teikoku. She is a beautiful, beautiful gothic Lolita. This is a dark wave gothic metal band from Japan, and they are so unique. I'm going to put a picture of her right here. Isn't she lovely? Oh my gosh, she is so cute, so tiny, so cute, but with huge ass vocals, with just phenomenon. They are a very unique band that you're just going to fall in love with. Not understand what they're saying, but that's besides the point, because they are total eye candy. All right. Oh, and the name of the song that I found love with when I first researched them was Astral Dogma. So look them up. Z, going back to my high school days and reminiscing, I chose Zapp. If you're not familiar with Zapp, they're a funk band, and they had a trademark back in the day, back in the early to mid 80s. They had a trademark called the Talk Box. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that, but their music was associated with the Talk Box, which is like a synthesized robotic sound to it. So all their lyrics, all their music was sung like through a talk box, and it was something different, something new and unique back in the day, and it was very popular. So that's my A through Z list. I hope I intrigued some of you. I hope you go and look up some of these bands, or maybe go and re-look up. Maybe you forgot about a few of them that I listed. And I'd like to see your list, what you recommend that we all should, take a look at and explore. Again, thank you, Seakwin, for tagging me in this challenge. And there's a few people that I would like to tag. I think don't feel obligated if you can't do it, if you don't have the time. We totally understand. But I would love to hear from Midnight Owl. I'd love to hear from Skullgirl. And the last one I would love to hear from is Jess In King, because all three of these women are very highly music enthusiasts, and I would love to hear what they like to share with us. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me tonight. And I will see you in the next video.